How's it going, everyone? Hope everybody's having a good day out there. Hey, what's up, Coin? What's up, dude? Bitcoin at 29.2. Who would have guessed? I got a new iPhone like 2 weeks ago, and it's that new blue color. Pretty dope, actually. Not bad. I got a case on it, but you can kind of see it around the lens. It's like that titanium blue color. I put one of these guys on it. Need my little ring accessory. You know what I mean? Got my TA logo on the front. Yeah. Good setup, man. Feels good. Yeah, it's just the phone is the new phones are so big. It's a Pro Max. It's so big that kind of needs that ring. Congrats on the car. I've had the car for a while. I've had the car for like 2 months already. Oh, big dump coming in on Bitcoin. Do we dare set an order? Is it too spooky to set an order? Or do we set an order? Bitcoin is on the move. Wow. She's spooky, but is it too spooky? I'll let you guys know if I get into a trade. I'll keep chat updated. Who's buying BTC at 12K? Hands up. Up 1400 since 6 a.m. Love you, caught. Thanks, man. Good job, Ari. Nice one, man. Why is title 29.2? Because I said Bitcoin was going to 29.2 yesterday. Fun called the catch. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Did call it. Cotton's new car. Yeah, well, it's not a new car. So it's like 2 months old now. I just haven't posted pictures. Man is a sorcerer. Find the exact angle. Should I take her? Oh, so that's who's standing on my driveway this morning, dude. Oh, you should have stopped by and say hi. Yeah, my house probably has one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. 29.2 ain't happening. It already happened, dude. What? Fresh t-shirt. Thanks, man. Like the intro music? Good, good. Yeah, synthwave. Tarot cards told me 29. Buy a new, buy a new phone every time the battery's depleted. I like the bigger phones myself. And somebody asked, do I like smaller phones or bigger phones? I've never made this much on one trade short at 31.015. Thank you. You're welcome, dude. Change of music now. You nailed it again, the Master TA. Thanks, man. Just keep watching the YouTube content, Keyshab, and if you're not getting it there, join the Discord and talk to people about it in the Discord. Does it get tiring being right all the time? I'm exhausted from all these red callouts, dude. I can wipe my tears with $100 bills. God, man. Should see the way I cry at night. I don't trade any of it, so... I mean, it's depressing. I don't know about exhausting. I love being right in the markets. Like, I love doing this stuff, but I would say it's depressing. It's not exhausting. It's depressing. I hate oversized phones. See, I like oversized phones. I want a phone the size of my shoe, dude. I want this chonkers. We're gonna go retro style. Like, you know how back in the whatever 90s they had the big brick phones? We're gonna have big brick phones come back, but they're gonna be super slim. A super slim phone. Just that way I can wear a headband while I'm running and talk on the phone. Because I hate wireless earbuds, dude. I'd rather bandana phone to my head. You have to have two. You have to have one go this way and then one go that way. That way this strap gets held in by that strap. That's the real meta, dude. And it keeps your nose warm in the winter. Different stocks, crypto commodities. I think it's a good podcast talk. I'll do that in the future. If you had your view in the background, your views would fire. Like, you mean if I just turned my desk and pointed my camera out my window with me like that? Is that what you mean? Like my backdrop on my stream? Shoehorn pattern? Do a mug TA tears? Yeah, I want to use brick phones again, dude, for sure. Shout out to Brain Cancer. Congrats on your new vehicle. Thanks, man. It's not that new. It's a few months old. I just finally got around to taking photos. I'm always so busy with everything. Can you say something about holding down contracts for a long time? I could take the mini IQ take and be like, something. Like, oh, I said something. But I don't know. What do you want me to say about it, man? You want me to tell you that everything will be alright so you can sleep at night? It'll be alright. Hold your dot down, dude. Sleep at night. Bitcoin could hold here. What I'll say about it is Bitcoin could hold here. And if it does, then dot down's gonna lose value. And all the up contracts will run up again. Main thing that made me buy a Jenny. So I was looking at, here, we'll go to the Bitcoin chart while I talk about this. So I was looking at a lot of different vehicles. Jeez, I need to wake up a bit here, guys. I'm cooked, man. I'm cooked. Is at that 49 level? Went tested. Yeah, it's good. And delete all this other stuff we don't need. That's just old stuff we don't need from the past. So when I was looking at vehicles, I was looking at everything from like AMG G-Wagons that were like 300K all the way down to the Genesis. Like, I think the Genesis was the cheapest vehicle I was looking at. And they're still expensive, like 85K, right? Like it's still pricey. Mind you, these are Canadian dollars, so don't pop off. So it's probably like, I don't know, whatever, 70 American or something like that. And I was looking at a lot of vehicles. Looking at Land Rovers, like the full body Range Rover Defenders. I was looking at AMG G-Wagons, looking at the AMG G63, like the GLC 63. So I was looking at like a wide range of luxury vehicles. Never looked. I don't like the Lexus. Never looked at those Jaguars or whatever. What else did I look at? Audi RSQ8. I looked at an RSQ8. None of them really did it that much for me. Like none of them were really like, oh my god, I have to own this. And the Genesis was a lot of things that those vehicles were, just for a better price. I really like the interior on the Genesis. I really like the styling. Where I live, every third or fourth car is a G-Wagon. They're everywhere. So if you buy a G-Wagon where I live, it has to be an AMG. So add like 80K right onto the price. Like just for the options package, add the whole cost of the Genesis. At that point, it kind of became obvious that it was just kind of silly. If I was going to get a G-Wagon, it would have to be custom factory color. It would have to be like one of the manufacturer colors or manufacturer colors or whatever Mercedes calls it. So it was going to have to be one of those colors, which would have been an 8-month wait, 6 to 8 months wait, or, you know, they say 3 months, but it's more likely 6 to 8 months. 300K. And then I would have wanted to do stuff to it after. And I got young kids, and they're just going to trash it. So I'm going to have some kind of sick package, white leather or something, and the kids are going to trash it. So, like, do you spend that much money on a vehicle that, like, I got a 3-year-old and almost a 1-year-old? Like, they're going to literally trash it. They're always dropping french fries. They're always kicking the seats. Like, we're driving and it's just, like, constantly kicking the seats, like, scarring up the leather. Like, dude, I would go out of my mind. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of vehicle I reserve for my like other vehicle. It was a really good balance for cost. Value for dollar, best luxury SUV you can buy. And it's an actual luxury SUV, and it's not just like, oh, it's a Mazda competing in the mid tier. Like, no, it competes in the high tier. Dude, it competes in the high tier, the Genesis, for sure. It competes with the AMG GLC 63. G63 and the GLC. Dude, why am I saying those two? Like, I'm mixing them up. The GLC, AMG, and then the G63, which is the G-Wagon. Two blue stripes. That's just the lighting, dude. G-Wagon resale value. If they're brand new, yes. As they age, no. Look for yours, because I looked at the RSQ8, which is better than the yours. The Brabus, yeah. You're talking about the oh, you're talking about the Rolls-Royce Brabus, right? I think that's what you're talking about. I've seen it. Like 600K, I believe. New Escalades? God, no. I wouldn't touch. I don't like American vehicles. Still nice ride. I mean, I could buy whatever I want. It's not about the price of a vehicle. Toyota Camry, let's go, dude. You haven't checked the IG for a day and you feel left behind? I've been uploading lots. Oh, the Brabus G-Wagon? Yeah, okay. I know what that is. I know I've heard the name. Don't they do one for Rolls-Royce as well? Or is that the crazy one? I think I showed this on stream. Yeah, this is the crazy, like a black and gold. Yeah, I've seen this. They're nice. They're definitely nice. What is there to say about the Brabus G-Wagon? They're super nice. I've seen nicer G-Wagons, but they're nice for sure. They're nice. Like, I'm looking at it right now. Super nice. I'll bring it up on screen for you guys. What we're talking about. Like, my kids would destroy this. But yeah, they're nice for sure. The headliner is on another planet, dude. I guess it's like LEDs underneath the fabric. Yeah, they're nice. At this point, if I was spending this kind of money on a vehicle, it wouldn't be on a G-Wagon. I believe this would be around 5 to 600K. A limited edition vehicle, so like it'd be expensive for sure. What's my opinion on BTC? Nothing yet. Would I get a Tesla? Never. Yeah, that interior is nuts. I agree. That interior is so crazy. It's bonkers. Jaguar I-Pace? Ah, no. Dude. Jaguars are a pain in the ass. They're not reliable either. And then Jaguars have like really bad time on repairs. You get like a brand new Jaguar, breaks in 2 months, and then you've got like a rental vehicle for 3 months. Family wagon's good, man. Love it. Thing about the Genesis, I drove all of them. It doesn't have the same power. It's like 400 horsepower. Like it's decent. It's good enough. Like if you're looking for a family vehicle, it has 3-row seating, which is great, which was a big thing for us. Like we need something with 3-row seating. We don't want to go and buy something that's too cheap because we still like to have a nice vehicle and it looks good and everything. It's super comfy and there's not much more you get for spending double the price. Like you compare it to the AMG G63s. Oh, sorry, God, not the G-Wagon. Sorry, the GLC. Dude, I don't know why my brain is so dumb with this. The GLC, like the AMG GLCs. You compare it, and the GLC is like, it's a cool 170K. They're not cheap. They're pretty decent. And you compare it to them, and there's not much more you get. Like the Genesis is really nice. For the price, what you pay for what you get, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything that beats a Genesis. And when you have kids and you need a vehicle they can beat up, that's kind of what matters. Why not Navigator? I would never buy American vehicles. Virgin Galactic launch. That's what Bezos is doing today, right? You going to space today or something like that? Yeah, like we looked at Range Rovers, like fully kitted long body Range Rovers, short body Range Rovers. Never the sport. Would never look at a sport Range Rover, but we looked at the long bodies. We looked at the Defender, the X Defender, which was super sick. That X Defender is a sick vehicle, but just not good for families. Right here, Range Rover Defender X. I think it's called Defender X. I really like it. Really like the headlights. Really like the look. It's just a really sick vehicle. Okay, let's find some pictures of this thing. Is it the Defender X? No, I can't remember what it is. Hold on, we're gonna find this. We're gonna find the model. I'm gonna show you guys this. It's pretty sick. You go build your own, right? Defender V8. I think this is it. Yeah, this thing is pretty nasty. They're not cheap either. They're like 120 American. Zoom in a bit here. Like it's pretty nice. The full matte black is really nice. These I really liked a lot, but it's not good for family. It's like a luxury Jeep, right? Like, just go buy a Rubicon if you're gonna buy this. These are nice. These Defenders. These are super nice. I love the styling cues. Very futuristic, but it's not good for family. Drove one, tried one. Awesome vehicle. Not good for family. Love the taillight configuration. It was so sick. I don't know what is this? What is this? It's not good for a family. It's too tactile on the inside, like a lot of plastic panels, not very comfortable. No, it's not a. It was comfortable, but just when you have kids, you want that extra legroom and stuff, and you want the extra trunk space and stuff like that. And it's not. It wasn't as much of a family vehicle, but these are really nice. These are super nice vehicles. I've seen them on the road. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird looking. And then I saw one in person and drove one. I was like, whoa, this thing is badass. The headlights, the taillights, the styling. But it's too tactile for a family. It's like what you get if you have money, and a Rubicon is nice, but you have more money and you're like, oh, I can Jeep Rubicon, and it's like, oh, yeah, but I want nicer. Then you buy this, right? It's a super nice vehicle. Super nice. Love them. More than anything, I love the taillight configuration on these cars. RDR2 today? Maybe. Bentayga? Yeah, they're nice. And I wouldn't buy a Tesla. I'm not a fan of Teslas. BMWs are dead. They killed their own brand with their new visual cues. Nobody's buying BMWs anymore, except soccer moms, dude. BMWs are dead. Soccer moms and people without taste. BMW killed its own brand when they restyled it for the most recent generation. They destroyed their brand. Everybody knows it. Everybody's saying it. Everybody who's like built the BMW world is like leaving the platform. BMW killed their own brand. They're going to be Lexus 2.0 now. Average vehicle for whatever. Bankroll management's in Blueprint, dude. For Genesis made? Actually, no, it's not sure. Genesis sedans are underrated as well. Yeah, for sure they are. Navigator, Escalade, not a fan, not a fan. Don't like the big, huge American monsters. Defender 110, yeah. I don't like the way Teslas look. I think they're ugly as hell. Main thing I don't like in American cars, the visual styling. So there's a lot of vehicles. Like I see a lot of people like Kia Telluride. What else did I see here? There's a lot of vehicles that are going to be rated way higher than Range Rovers. I don't think anything ranks higher than the Genesis. Actually, I think the Genesis GV80 is probably the highest ranking SUV there is because of how much you get for the dollar. So ignore the GV80 for a second, but there's a lot of cars that will outrank G-Wagons, but it's all cost and perspective, right? Like, you're not going to have a G-Wagon winning SUV of the year award. They're just too expensive, right? Because the biggest pitfall and the biggest con will always be the price. But if the price of the vehicle doesn't matter, then you have to kind of ignore those lists. New RS3 is nice. Yeah, they're nice. Audi Qs? Yeah, I know. So Q9 is interesting. They've got a new Q coming out, the Q9. That's I'm interested to see what that looks like. Q series, sure. Q7 is okay. Genesis is nicer. Q7 looks good, but price for what you get, I would have rather got the RS Q8. you're gonna get an Audi, it's like the RSQ8s or nothing in my opinion. Like what do you Q7, SQ7, Q5, SQ5. SQ and the Q5 are I had an SQ5 actually 2018. I loved it. But yeah, it's a small sport hatch, right? Not a family vehicle. The Q7 and the SQ7, too much for what it's worth. Yeah, BMW killed their brand. They're basically Lexus 2.0. Nobody likes Lexus. Like if you like nobody wants to buy a Lexus. If you have a choice of vehicles and like Lexus is in the mix and you take price tags off, nobody's buying a Lexus. What do you think about the Lexus RX 450h? Just exactly what I said. No, nobody's buying Lexus if you put like a GLC, BMW, even like an X7, fine. Just put some dog shit in there. X7, Q7 is a decent vehicle, but it's still like middle of the line. So like Q7, X7, Lexus. You might as well just push the Lexus right into the dumpster fire because it's gone. It's not like nobody's picking it. God, you put like what is the Mazda SUV? Whatever the Mazda SUV is, like people are buying the Mazda SUV over the Lexus like RX 450. Nobody's buying the Lexus. It can go and hang out with like the Navigator and the Escalade and those other vehicles in its class. It can go and have a party with those guys. Leave the G wagons, the GV80s. Fuck it, we'll even take the Mazdas. We'll take the Mazdas. You guys have the Beamers. You can have the BMW. You can have the BMWs. Do we take the Jaguars? We don't want them. They're unreliable. Like the weirdo kid at the party. He's like kind of cool sometimes, but then I think he has, yeah, social anxiety or something. Yeah, you guys can have the Jags. That's fine. You guys can have the Jags. We'll take the like the Aston Martins. We'll take the Raris, Mercedes, Genesis. It can hang out. It can hang. Oh yeah, the Range Rovers can hang. Land Rovers, Range Rovers. They can all hang. But yeah, okay. So you guys get the Beamers, the Lexus, the Jaguar. You can take the Audis, but the RSQ8 is welcome to come and party with us. That's the deal. He has an open invitation. But fuck, keep your e-tron though. Nobody wants that shit. I wouldn't be buying 2092 anymore. Level's gone. Buying or leasing? In my world, buying. Leasing if you have a business where the write-off makes sense. Growing fast, you should be in the butterfly effect here. We're doing the hardcore challenge this month, and a lot of people are growing their accounts super fast. And a true profit. That's what we're doing in the expert tier, which is now the butterfly effect tier on Patreon. Get the moving averages video. I'd watch it, dude. I mean, it's not. Yeah, the DBX can come chill with us. DBX is absolutely welcome. Yeah, you can skip it though. But MA video has, like, I wouldn't skip anything, but if you want to, you can. Jaguar F-Type can party. Fuck it, they can stay with the other Jaguars. You guys can have Mustangs. You guys can have all the Jaguars, all the fucking Corvettes. You guys can take all that dirty stuff. I don't want any of that shit in my party. Legacy Beamers are chill. They can come, like F80s, E36s, E90s, E92s. All those guys can all party with us. They got a bit of a stigma around them. It's like, oh, dude, your dad sucks. Like, yeah, I know, your dad sucks, but hey, I'm chill. I'm gonna delete this so people stop asking about 29.2. 29.210 is whatever you want it to be, man. I don't trade for people. Told people 29.2 yesterday. If you caught it, you caught it. If not, you gotta do your own thing. Have a buy order set on the books. If it hits, I'll bring it up on screen. That's the deal. nonsense, yeah. I swear to God. I'd be interested to see how Sushi Up is doing right now. Jesus, what a good price. What a good price to be in right now to see what happens with Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is at like an extremely important moment in time. It's why you're seeing Bitcoin be so volatile right now with these 1 minute candles, these crazy spikes in price. It's you're seeing the fight for Bitcoin's future. This little piece right here represents whether Bitcoin's gonna push to like 100K or whether it's gonna fall for the next while being like 20K, 12K, possibly even 6K. This little piece right here. And this here is like Goliath versus David. It's just a battle of titans right here. This is probably the most important. What is this, like an hour? 7 o'clock? What time is it now? This is like the most important previous 45 minutes, or probably like one of the most important moments in Bitcoin's history over the last 3 months. I don't know if it's the most important, but it's like a top 10 moment for Bitcoin right now. If I was to do like a top 10 video of like the most important hidden moments in Bitcoin, yeah, this would be in the top 10 for sure. For sure it would. It's extremely important what's going on right now. E46 M3. I like E46s, but F80's got to take the cake for me. Hey, Cotton Founder Channel. Been delving into your courses. What a refreshing and clean approach to tea. I can't wait to finish them all. Join your patron. 29,210. No comment on 29,210, dude. Is there a way I called BTC top? Yep, for sure is, dude. I called it like months before it happened. Wicks are insane. Yep. I would never use a little platform for this reason. I would only use the big boys. Any little platform is just following the big boys anyways. So chart on Binance if you're trading on like KuCoin or something, and then just try to muster through the levels as best as you can. 100K is possible. Anything is possible, dude. It's stocks. $1 million is still possible on Bitcoin. You want a top 10 video now? That would be so cool to do. How you found it? I'll never tell, dude. That's your prob. Nice, queen. I think the car market is really based on where you live. Here it's a bunch of luxury trucks and Mercs. Yeah. I agree. It's largely based on where you live. I agree. What do I think of SXP up? The same as all the other up contracts, man. If Bitcoin holds here, they're all gonna go up. Elaborate on why this moment is so important. I'm gonna keep it rolling, dude. I don't want to get too focused on Bitcoin in the hyper immediate right now. Like, I'd like to keep a lot of that deep analysis for patron. Like that's super deep analysis, and teaching people at that level and showing them why it's some of the stuff I reserve for patrons. So on Twitch I keep it light. I don't go too crazy hardcore teaching mode, but rather I just kind of hang out and chill out. Wait, don't you love how everyone said the stocks drop because of increasing COVID cases? Really? Are you leaning bearish or bullish, Cotton? I'm a chameleon, dude. I'm whatever way the market goes, I adapt, man. I'm chameleon. The bears and bulls, they can all be there. I'm just a little chameleon and hiding behind the rock, and I adapt to whatever it is, dude. I'm a chameleon, dude. I'm not a bear or a bull. Absolutely love your IG. Had some great laughs, dude. Absolutely love your name, Stewie Griffin, man. Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's, of course, dude. Stewie Griffin. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, IG is hype. I love my IG. I spend a lot of time on it every day, but I absolutely love doing it. It's one of my new favorite things to do. I love my IG. I love being able to give that to people, that a little bit of insight if people miss it, or at least highlighting some of these moments. It's just like a really good feel all around. People get to laugh for a minute here and there, and like I love my IG. I love the Battle of the Titans analogy. It's something I do myself. I find the fantasy so exciting. For sure, it's absolutely true. After such a big fail? Nah, dude. It sucks, dude. They move up and down all the time. Us pores don't get the juicy stuff? No. Sarah here, the best, thanks. I try to do as much as I can on Twitch. I give callouts every day on Twitch. I'm just not telling people where to buy and sell. Like yesterday I said 29.2. But what price went to 29.240? Like on my screen, on my Binance screen, I have 29.244 as my buy. Where's 29.244? Right there. I have this as my buy, so it would have like literally just gotten filled. I try to do as much as I can for Twitch, but at the same time, I'm not here giving out, the whole golden nugget. Like I leave that for my patron members. I leave that for people who, want to be in patron, because I don't charge for any of this stuff, right? So the patron I take pretty seriously, and yeah, like I do as much as I can on Twitch. I like to help, but at the same time, if you do too much, then chat turns into, Cotton, where do we buy? And then like every time I say my target for the day, my viewership drops like 25%. Like within a minute, like 60 seconds goes away, bang, 25% of my viewership is gone. Like I try to avoid that stuff because it's just kind of like, wow, if you're just coming here for a call out, then why are you here? I'm a content creator now. I barely even trade. I took one trade over the weekend, made some money on it. I haven't touched trading since. I don't have time, dude. But I love helping people. So I do what I can on Twitch. Like I think people enjoy it. I think what I do on Twitch is actually a really good tool, because like yesterday I said, okay, 29.2, and so I do this every day. I call these targets, and they're usually like 99% of the time, or I'm let's put it this way, it's very rare when I'm wrong on one of my callouts. Like I don't know if you could find one. It's extremely rare. You maybe if you data mine, you might find one or two slightly off targets, but I also think it helps people do their own work. And if I say 29.2, people are like, oh, why 29.2? If I was to be like, oh, you got to buy it 29.244, that's because what I have it marked on my chart, they wouldn't do any discovery at all. There'd be no discovery, and then they would just hit the trade, and they'd be like, oh, what's next? And it's just like, dude. So like I think it's good because it helps people learn. It makes them push, and they start digging, and they start thinking, and they're like, why is he saying 29.2? And they can go and they can start digging and thinking, because that's what I want people to think. I want to teach people, I don't make money on this stuff, so why would I give you guys the targets to make money on? Like, if I was doing that, you wouldn't see me, because I would just choose to make money in trading, because I promise you guys I'd make like 10, 20 times what I make trading, 30, 40, 50x what I make right now every month. I'd make that in trading. So if I'm going to go that far, I might as well just not be here and just do it myself and just be like, fuck it all. They might as well just, if it's all about the money, then fuck it. You guys just won't see me and I'll make it all about the money. So you know what I mean? But it's not your guys' choice, my choice. I choose to do this. I choose to help people. I like helping people. I like teaching you guys. I like seeing people change their life off this stuff. So I know it's just a really cool balance, man. So I keep it chill on Twitch. I keep it light. But I also don't want to lock that part of me off to the world. So I have a patron tier for it. Love you, got no homo. Every time you say something different than what those mainstream YouTubers say, and yours comes true over there, it gives me a feeling of satisfaction that shows they don't know anything. It's true. I'm a variant. You're talking Loki talk. Damn, Queen's taking it up a level. If I'm a variant, you're a variant. We'll be variants together, Queen. You and I are variants. Loki was pretty sick. No spoilers in the chat. I watched the full season. Saw the Easter eggs at the end of it. Really excited. No spoilers. Loved Loki. I'm so happy about your IG. I love my IG, dude. I love it. I'm very grateful to be here. Yeah, man. Me too. I'm very grateful for you to be here watching, dude. That's the butterfly effect here. I love you, no homo. I love you too, man. Give the call out to for the patron. Game changer this stream. I agree. I like it. I plan to make this stream a big part of my future. Godsend. If I were to achieve money goals in my life, well, I still need money, so I still have to charge for some things. So I still need money. Give enough on Twitch so people fund the patron. That's up to them if they fund it, dude. I love your new car. Great choice. Thanks, man. I love it too. It's really cool. I wanted to get white originally, but I really fell in love with the gunmetal gray, like techno gray. You do you, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks, Coin. Coin is such an awesome supporter, man. Coin is just like motivation 101, positivity. Coin is such a beacon of light, dude. I love Coin so much. Loki was good, man. Loki was real good. I'm not a big fan of the Marvel stuff. I've talked about this before on my stream. I'm not a huge fan of the Marvel stuff, but like Loki was great. How was Falcon? Didn't watch it. No interest in watching it. Won't you play this one at a time? HK1994. What's up, dude? I wish I had more time to study, for sure. The view from your place is super cool. Give us a house tour. I've thought about it, but then it's privacy, right? The view here is insane. I have probably one of the best views in the city. It's unbelievable. I have a full panoramic view of our entire city and the valley. I have a full view of everything. So my view goes from one side of the valley and wraps all the way around to the other side of the valley, and you can see our downtown. You can see all the marinas. So from my house at night, I see all the boat lights in the ocean there. I see, or in the valley, I see all the city lights. I see the downtown from where I am. Like, I have probably one of the best views in the city. Untested valley. Earn enough to make the money work for you and do what you love and make more money as a side income. So I got the Valiant here. Everything in life touches our kingdom. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, I mean, like, I love my place. I love my place. Okay, let's get into some stocks. Let's run through our markets before Bitcoin goes too crazy here. We can run through everything, see what's going on with Forex, see what's going on everywhere. DXY is on the juice. I gotta say it, man. I gotta say it, guys. Like, fucking called this. I gotta say it. I have to say it because this is such a crazy call out. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour and we're gonna see some effing magic happen, dude. I nailed this. I nailed this, dude. Like, fucking DXY, dude. This makes me so happy. Like, the whole world is talking about the US economy and the economies around the world. And here we go. Rewind this back to when we were talking about the IG video. We talked about this in November. Gonna hit this range. Gonna test, create trend. Gonna test the range. Hold again. Everybody was panicking when it was down at 89 cents, $89. Chill out, chill out. It just needs to hold. It's gonna break. It's gonna break its range. It's gonna start pumping up. It's gonna break. Next, just has to break its final part of the move, and then you're gonna see it. All the news articles will come. The US dollar, this, that. Private business has been going on for months, dude. You're gonna see all the shit, dude. If Bitcoin won't make me famous, if my effing oil charts won't make me famous, DXY literally crystal balled the economies, dude. This is like very euphoric. I need, like, I want to see this continue to go up, dude. One more little bounce. The prophecy completes, man. The prophecy. One more, dude. Do it for the do it for the boys. That DX. If there's any chart in the markets that makes me Austin Powerish, it's DXY and oil. Dude, I don't want to brag about that chart, but I'm like fucking hard brag fanboying myself. It's kind of weird, but it's like, dude, this is, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Let's see. DXY is, you know what? DXY, very interesting right now. It was very, very, very cool. I don't even trade this stuff, man. I just science it. I don't even trade. Do you trade? Nah, I just do the sciences, man. I don't even trade it and just do the sciences. Part of me prefers it that way? Not at all, dude. Absolutely not. Part of me hates money. No, dude. Like, my soul hates money. My brain hates my soul. That's the cue. That's the conflux that happens inside. It's the cotton blender up top. Elevator's out of order. Escalator, yeah, it stopped working. Stairs, yeah, we take the stairs up to the top to get the thoughts nowadays. Hey, oil, keep dumping. I feel like this music right now was really appropriate for the tone. This is going to be the song when BTC pumps. If BTC starts slipping and sliding, somebody say something. Nabriva. God, Nabriva's looking good. So today might be a short stream. I'm not sure. I did get my second vax yesterday, and I haven't been feeling all that great since. I'm very fatigued, so I'm gonna see how much I can push through. I'm trying to juice up on energy drinks and stuff right now, but yeah, I am definitely feeling it. That second vax. I had it yesterday, but we'll see. We're just gonna keep it rolling, see how it goes. Kind of wanted to get into Red Dead Redemption 2 today. We can talk about the stream. We can talk about the future of the stream a little bit today. I've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of pontificating. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the stream and where it's going and what to do with this. We could talk about that today too. Is he stabilizing here? Wow, that's crazy. Is there a weekly or something? Yeah, there's a weekly here. Aha, weekly backside. That's why. Weekly backside. Hold it up. Good. Weekly backside. Holding it up. That's fine. Whoa. OGN holding. What? Okay. This one did. I don't even want to look at chat because you know what it's gonna be. All the anti-vaxxers are gonna chime in and be like, "I told you would feel like garbage. You're done now. You done fucked up, Cotton." Oh, this is gonna be crazy. I don't even want to hear it. Proof. And proof that your cells are gone, dude. $23andMe is still dropping nicely. This is what I'm looking forward to. 23andMe. 23andMe is getting to a good place. I'll start taking a look at 23andMe. Not yet, but soon-ish. S4 still dropping. GME is holding. It's not bad actually on GME. Decent. Target's backside, target's front side. Holds. Not bad, dude. GME might go for another little mini run, but I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy. Like, okay, so you got GME. What can it even do, man? What are they going to like compete with Green Man Gaming and be like an online retailer? Do some kind of subscription, subscribe to GME and get services for this and that? Like, what can you like? What does it even do? Like, what is that? Everything's already done, man. What can GME, what can GameStop do? I'm sure they've got something up their sleeve, but it's just going to be like maybe a partnership with Twitch or some kind of play games with the community or something where one person buys a copy and everybody gets it. It's just some kind of angle scam, right? Like, just like, dude, just some kind of angle thing. Maybe they're buying the licensing for games in the masses and they can charge like $5 or $10 per game for like AAA titles or something. I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe they got something like that up their sleeve. Who knows? I don't even know what GME can really do anymore. It just seems like a dinosaur. T-Rex running around New York. Like, eventually someone's going to catch it, man. That's just like, where are you going? Like, what's the end game here? What's the end goal? Like, what is GME? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not that in touch with these things, but to me, it just seems like, okay. Don't we have Green Man Gaming and like all these CD key places for that? Oops, muted music. I didn't mean to do that. Now, if DXY goes up, the US dollar goes up. Do it, brag hard, you earned it. I'd be like, look at what I do, bitches. Or look at what I did. Mods on Discord? There's mods on Discord, yeah. Cat Jam, dude, is a hard cat jam. People are asking me to enable like BTTV. Do people want BTTV on the channel? Probably, right? Like enable better Twitch TV. Tron vibes. Yeah, Tron vibes for sure, man. You can hear the Weekend in this track? Weekend has some influence from synth, for sure. Nabriva, I already took my trade on Nabriva. Wait, is it Nabriva we're talking about? Wait. And Kelly, Nabriva. I haven't taken my trade on Nabriva yet. Vaporware was in my speakers last time? Yeah. Well, into the stream. Yeah, I got Pfizer. Was I wiped out for a full day after my second jab? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty dead. The first shot was not bad. The second shot, I'm definitely feeling it. Like, I woke up with a splitting headache. My arm is killing me up and down. The left side of my body is like, just like my whole arm is just, it's on fire. Like, I don't know. Probably can't even, like, you can even, that doesn't matter. You can't see where they poked me anyways. Why? Don't even know why I'm showing you that. Not feeling that great today. I have energy because I'm hyped up on coffee, but I'm definitely feeling like a little nauseous through the coffee and stuff. So we're gonna see. I'm hanging in here for now. I got the bots in my all the microchips are flowing through my body, man. They singled me out, dude. They targeted me. Now I got the microchips. They can see my TA through my eyes. And genre music is called synthwave. Yeah, it's synthwave. It's like Dr. Disrespect music. It's like 80s meets chill step retro, right? Or like lo-fi. It's like one of these fusion genres where it's mostly synthetics, right? It's synthwave. So it's like 80s vibe mixed with modern synth. I'm out if this chat gets flooded by anti-vaxxers. Nasdaq futures, like NQ1 or NS1, isn't it? Or is it NQ1? Or no, EQ1. Sorry. EQ, ES, dude. I don't even remember what it is. You talking about 500 or 100? I mean, it's the same thing as SPX, right? Like it's the same thing. The S&P is. It's the same thing, dude. Like just it's the same as S&P. Like literally the same thing. Unless you're talking about like the NAS 100, but that's kind of similar as well to S&P. They have a variation, but yeah. Partnership with Netflix to have gaming subscriptions. Is that real, Gazzy, or is that just like, is that like a real thing? Planning on allowing to play games on Netflix? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change the resolution back. We're on day 2 of a lower resolution. How are you guys enjoying the lower resolution? Are the Bucks going to win the title today? Yes. I have no idea. I don't follow. That's basketball, right? The Bucks. I know there's a Buccaneers in the NFL, but it's not NFL season, dude. NFL is like preseason right now. But I'll just say yes, dude. Yeah, the Bucks are going to win for sure, man. I've been watching them all year. They're super good. They're on point. They're playing out of their minds. They're just full juice, maxed out. Full max mode, dude. I've seen them, and they're just can't be beat. When a team plays that good, there's no stopping them. There's nothing that can be done. They're on a run. It's going down in history. The title is theirs. Absolutely, man. They're going to win. 100%. No doubt in my mind. Feels a bit like a hangover. It feels like a hangover where you have more of like an impeding pain. Include games with a Netflix subscription. That's pretty smart. Smoother frame. That's my net worth, $5. If you subscribe to my channel, it'll be $10. So help me out. Double my income, dude. Green GB, you need to help me out, man. I'm out here begging for views on $5 net worth, man. You gotta make it 10, dude. Zebra News needs to report on this. A green GB, it worked, dude. Half to a million. Fucking got him, dude. Scammed. Easy. Hold on, I gotta record this, dude. Ship it and clip it, dude. We're patenting this. This is the way forward. This is 100% the way forward. Business plan in the works already. You guys can see it with my other hand. I quickly DM my wife on my phone. We found the way. Fucking easy, man. This is so good, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah, you can see how much time is left on a candle close. You go settings and there's like a timer there. Holy shit, dude. Oh, it's so scammed, dude. I feel so bad for Green GB. He'll never sub again. It'll be a one-time thing. Pickle's jumping on the bandwagon, dude. Let's go. Bitcoin said sucker. Green GB is a god. That's like, what a moment, dude. What a god, dude. He's literally pre-breakout GME Twitch chatter, dude. He's so big brain. His dick is out of this world. It's massive, dude. He's like on another level. He's pre-GME. Options, full load. Guy's got the humor of Adam Sandberg and the looks of Brad Pitt. He's actually a god tier human being. I love Adam Sandberg. That guy's pretty funny. Ari Gold gifted 5 subs, man. Thank you so much, Ari. Much appreciated, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Green started the he started the revolution. That little clip is going on IG, dude. That clip is definitely going on IG. It's gonna be dubbed the GB clip. Any options on VIX? So I did nail VXX, which VXX and VIX is the same thing. Like we had this level from months ago, and we like fucking nailed this thing, dude. Like I'm not sure if you're a regular watcher on the stream, but we had this level right when VXX did its split. So when it was at $40, it must have been here. It must have been in April. It was 2803 level, and we nailed it. And like VIX would have been the same thing. So you know, you would have coordinated VIX and VXX at the exact same moment in time in history, right? Because it's both an index fund, right? Like it's short-term futures and VIX is index, I believe. So it's the same thing. You would have done them at the same time. So I choose to do VXX, and you would have already been in a VXX contract if you were doing it. So I mean, you're just in a point where if you're in the trade, you're in the trade already. I mean, the S&P bounced off the weekly backside. I believe it was weekly. We just already did this, right? Like it has a weekly backside here. Bounces off the weekly backside. If the weekly holds, like it'll be great. And you've got fine daily backside here. I'm sure there's some other levels in here that it can bounce off of. See what happens, right? See what happens. Like they're gonna say the story is gonna be, oh, you know, Q3 VIX and VXX moving up, and it's just like, well, yeah, I mean, S&P hit the level it was supposed to. The should have already been in the trade. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to say now, like, oh, get in, get out, because the trade already executed and you should already even be in it. Even off of the ladder point would have been fine. Like even off of this ladder point here would have been fine. Like whatever local 4 is in here, or whatever local level is in here, right? 15-minute maybe. Yeah, there it is. Right here, right? Like whatever this hits, whatever this is, whatever the local level is, like it holds it, and it's just moving up now, right? So like going into Q3, you should already be in a spot, maybe, unless you're on a contract. Then I guess it would expire prior to Q3, any Q3 kind of stuff. But I don't trade the news. I don't trade any of that. Like I just mark my levels and I trade my levels. So I don't know, man. Hedge it off the S&P. Like you know what to do with the S&P. You know what to do with your contracts on VIX and VXX. VIX would have been the same thing as VXX, by the way. Like VIX would have been the same exact thing. Whatever level, was it like a weekly or something? I don't even know what this would have hit. So it's something in here, right? Like it's something in this, which is fine. Like it's laddering off the break of the move. Like, you know, you've got the break in here, whatever time frame it is in here, and you know, holds its level. I'm sure there's some micro time frame in here. Daily backside, right? It's daily backside. You go after daily front side, which This is already tested. Well, it could technically go after this, but more likely you would have just been like right here, right? Yeah, that's where it goes. You could have been the greediest point of it, but that's pretty nitty. I don't know if you're really going to get filled there. It's already tested as well, so I would be more likely to be here. And it's just moving up off the move right now, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The trade already kind of existed, right? Wait, D-Stab donated subs too? What, 5 subs? Dude, D-Stab, man, thank you so much. Holy shit, man, you guys are gifting so many subs, dude. Thank you guys so much. Dude, thank you so much. You guys are too kind. I appreciate every single sub. Thank you so much. Net worth to the moon, dude. You have no idea. So late with 10 gifted subs. What are you guys on about today? Dude, thank you so much, man. Ari, it's a... Green started the whole... I told you guys, Green started the revolution. Dude, that's sick, man. Thank you so much. Ari, 5 gifted subs. D-Stab, D-Stabulous, D-Stab. I just call you Dan. Fine, D-Stab. D-Stab with a 5. Solate with 10. Dude, man, thank you so much. Pickles, I think, even sliced in there somewhere. I think Pickles sub too. Definitely one of the best moments on Twitch. That was a good one. I've wanted to get into options contract trading for a while. Like, that was kind of next on my list, doing options contracts. Like, you know, 30-day contracts or whatever, but I haven't gotten into it yet. Imagine somebody gifts a random sub to a person, that person decides to stay due to this event, becomes a millionaire because of cotton. That's my dream when I gift subs. That'd be a really cool story. Support, of course, support the cotton. Thanks, man. I haven't gotten into options contracts yet. Like, I haven't caught it. I haven't gotten into it yet. This has been a while since I've traded options. I wanted to get into it this year, but so far I haven't. You know, people had a good trade when this happened. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Like, I make a crazy call and it's like, oh, 50 gifted subs. Okay. Cool. Time to get back. Thank you so much, D-Stab. That's so cool, man. That's so amazing. And so late, dude. You too, man. Thank you so much. Started with Green. What a legend. Agreed. Community is amazing. I love this community. It's the best community I've ever been a part of. I do stream at the same time every day. Let's talk about the stream for a second. Yazi, 2 months. Thank you so much, man. I want to increase my streaming hours. I want to be doing more time on stream. I'm just clicking off all these notifications so they stop popping up. You're welcome, Dosh. So I want to increase the amount of time I stream because I do want to take more live trades on stream. And it's just not realistic to take live trades on stream when you only have a certain amount of time in the day to stream, right? Like, I stream for 1 to 2 hours. I have coffee. I wake up, I answer chat. It's a lot of talking, which is good. I like that. I won't change that part of the stream, but I also want to be able to have more hours on the stream so I can have some trades coming on the stream, which I think would be fun. I think it would be fun to watch trades if people... The rare time when I do get on a trade in stream and I kind of talk through it, people really enjoy it. So I think that would be really fun to do. I think that would be a really, really fun thing to do. So the way I do that is increasing the stream hours. So I have been considering increasing the stream hours instead of making it like a 1 to 2 hour thing. Sometimes it goes 3 hours. To start supplementing in gaming content so I can kind of switch back and forth between stocks and gaming, right? I wanted to do that for a while. It seems like the smartest way to do it. I consider doing IRL content. I consider doing more like vlogging. But that kind of stuff won't allow me to trade. I kind of need my focus in front of my computer if I'm doing other things, right? I've kind of thought about doing behind the scenes, and I've had some different ideas for things I can do, but I think the best way to do it is just supplementing gaming content. As much as I haven't been a gamer for like the past 10 years, I don't know, I kind of want to start doing like 4 or 5 hour streams, 6 hour streams, do longer times on stream at a different time in the day, maybe an afternoon stream. So instead of 7 a.m., maybe starting at like 1, 2 in the afternoon. Some days stay on till whatever time I decide to. Some days keep it to 2 hours if I'm busy. A bit of a shift because my days get cut right down the middle. And I don't want to be streaming starting at like 5 or 6 p.m. I think that would be too hard to start streaming. Like there would be days I would miss streaming because of that. Because there's some nights where I have to take off for recording, production, this or that. Like there's some days I have to take off because I'm recording at night, or I'm doing production work, or I'm doing something, right? So if I started at even 4 p.m., it would probably be too late. If I started at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, some days I'd be able to stay until 10 p.m. if I wanted. Supplementing gaming content, take a lot of trades, right? No, if you're gonna stream on Twitch and try to make it a platform, consistency is important. You can't stream like 3 times a week. You got to be, 5, 6 days a week. Found you on YouTube. Very impressed by your stuff. You seem to be really underrated, judging by your Twitch viewers. For sure, man. May I ask what your trading background is? So I've been trading for 13 years now. Reverse engineered on my own, and have been trading for a lifetime. And now I'm teaching people how to do institutional style trading. Keep it at the same time. Perfect for me in Europe. Six-hour streams. I remember one of my first streams that I caught was the one titled Caught 100x trades before big hedge funds, where someone dropped something like 600 BTC after the fact. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh, there's 2 Yazzies in chat? What? There's Yazzie and Yazzie? Yeah, Dan had a good sum up too. Poker player, Black Friday hit, went to charts, closed himself up, created science. Yeah, I was in university for like 11 years while I was doing this. Got the whole squad: Glitch Cat, Rack Attack, Doggy, Corgi, Cool Cat, and Ralph Z. Nice, man. What's that, like a hype train level 6? Yeah, so I've been considering doing that. I've been considering changing the way the stream runs a bit because I do want to be on for longer, and I don't want to be doing stocks for 6 hours a day. I can't do that. I cannot do stocks for 6 hours a day. It would kill my soul. I love doing stocks and I love doing this, but it would be so fake because it literally takes me 5 minutes on my chart every morning to complete what I need to do for the day. And then I'm just waiting for levels to get hit and I'm taking my trades. It's just such a content grab if I was to sit here and do stocks only. Like, it would just be such a content grab. It's a Hail Mary dead streamer who's trying to like do a content splice. Like, it's not, it would be such a lie if I was sitting here and charting all day long, standing in front of it. It means I don't know what I'm doing because this shit takes like a few minutes every day. That's it. It's so fast. It's not even funny. And these events happen. Yesterday we called 29-2. Like, you just sit here and wait. Like, what is there to do? There's nothing to do, and you'd be in the trade now. It executed. You're in it. You're waiting. That's it. It's done. You'd already be up like 6-7 grand on the day. So it would be so fake. It would be so fake to go on for like 4 or 5 hour benders just on a stock screen, talking about random world events, this and that. Like that's content dead, man. That's like, you have nothing better to do with your time. That's why I keep the stream short, because there's no point in keeping them on longer. It would just be like a random content grab. You know what I mean? You must have a super busy schedule. You have no idea, dude. I literally have to do one thing to get something else out. Like it's like a constant push and pull. My schedule is insane, dude. I'm working like 16 hours a day. Do slots and scream into your mic. Easy viewer grab. I've considered slots before, but yeah, maybe if I got a sponsorship for slots, but I would have to do pretty damn good sponsorship. I'm not doing like $5 slot polls. I'm not big enough to request a bigger sponsorship, so. Yeah, some more stock review. Profit locked and walking. Nice job, dude. Nice one, man. Show your garage. What would I do every day? Sit in my garage and be like, hey, these are my cars. Well, let's go back into the office. I think gaming feels like good. I don't like the thing is I'm kind of torn on gaming because I don't really want to be a gamer again. I stopped gaming like over 10 years ago. It's been so long, dude. RP excites me. So Ben said do some RP. So I've done RP in the past. RP excites me. What doesn't excite me is the hardcore viewer grab that GTA RP does. MMORPG. So FF14 is all the hype right now, right? Like, so I've considered that. I don't want to play poker again, dude. Poker is a part of my life that's gone. I was going to do poker on my birthday stream. I couldn't get my Stars account up and running. Wasn't getting verification emails. I just haven't touched it in so long. My account probably got reset, so I have to do like a hard reset. Poker is a part of my world that's gone, dude. I don't really do poker anymore. MMORPG's time consuming. Perfect for a streamer. Hiring an editor, free up some free time. Nah. I like having my artistic touch on things. That's where I get everything looking so good. I had an editor. He was garbage. He didn't work out. Absolute nightmare. Hired him for like 3 weeks. What a nightmare that was. Never again. Never again, dude. It cost me more time than was worth what I actually got out of it. The problem with editors is that if you want a good editor, they cost a lot of money. There's a lot of people willing to do editing for cheap, but that's not a good thing. If you're doing like stream only content and what you're doing is very light in texture, right? Like I'm teaching people, so the editing, the audio engineering is important. Like, and a lot of times I find with video editors, it's like this, okay? You have someone who can put together really good clips, but then there's the really defined stuff that you want to look for. So I think video editors will understand this. You have video editors in the industry who use pre-comps, and they're like University 1 or University 2 students, or even not university students. They call themselves video editors or video engineers, and they do nothing but use pre-comps. And it's like, okay, a pre-comp is good for the untrained eye, and it's great for like gaming content if you're just doing like highlight streams on like an XQC Twitch or something. I'm not saying his editor is bad. I'm actually XQC's editor is probably like insanely good. But just like take streamer X, right? And then they get a video editor who's using pre-comps, like U1, U2 student, or somebody who calls himself a video editor. Charge you like $15 an hour. Not bad. Any real video editor is going to be like $60 an hour or more. The problem is that when you hire somebody, pre-comps is like this, okay? In the video editing world, a pre-comp is like this. It's a filter. Like, okay, I don't even need to explain. I can just say it's a filter. Imagine being on IG and you're like, oh, this photo sucks. I just take this filter here, click one button, boom, my photo looks good now. Filters applied to photo. I now look fantastic, right? So it's just like you click 2 buttons and it's like, bang, done. Like, real video editors, they keyframe everything. They understand animation properties. They know how to go in and make something and create something unique. I hired a video editor and it was an absolute nightmare. Unless you're willing to pay like $60 an hour for somebody, and I'm not willing to pay that for a video editor on a YouTube channel where I have like I make nothing on it. So like where's the benefit in that? It would cost me 6 times what I make. Like there's no benefit. I just do it myself. Gaming gets addicting easy. I don't have an addictive personality, so I'd be super chill there. I do want to do some RP. I do want to do some Dota possibly. Hiring an editor sounds like just an easy solution. But the actual work to get a good editor, and then it's like if your editor fails or sucks at what they do, there's a consistency thing. Because as a professional, you want to be super consistent at all costs. Like that's something that I pride myself on, is my consistency. In the 4 years that I've been here, or 3 or whatever it's been, I've like never missed a beat. I've taken time off because I've drove myself to the ground, but I'll continue driving myself to the ground to make sure my videos come out every single weekend, to make sure I'm here every single day. Like consistency is important. So if I have an editor who's fucking flaking out on me after a few weeks or a few months, and it's like, dude's missing release windows, issues in his video, I can't have that kind of stuff, dude. I don't even have enough viewers to justify the cost. Going over FOT again. Thanks. So much knowledge. You're welcome, dude. No updates. The debunk video will be out when it's out. Yeah, just join the community on the Patreon tiers, dude. $25 tier. Trouble with poker gambling problem? No, dude. Absolutely not. 10k RPM. Cut it back before it affects your health. It's just how I am. My brain just works at a super speed. Has since I was like 0. I was born and my brain just started running, dude. It's normal for me. My brain doesn't stop even if I'm not working. It's just the way it is. That 10k RPM, it's just the way I was born, man. It's just how it is. No use for volume indicator. Editing is intense work. Yeah, it's intense when you know how to do it properly, because then you're talking about keyframes, you're talking about animation properties, you're talking about hand making transitions, hand making graphics, you're talking about doing things that aren't filters, because filters are okay for the untrained eye and they're okay for 1 or 2 videos, but then after a while it's like, oh dude, like it's the same thing over and over. If I use filters on my IG posts, that's about as much as I would do. And not visual filters. I'm just talking about like title filters. That's the only filters I use, like title filters, and I customize the filters. Like editing using indicators. It's actually so true, man. Good take on it, dude. That's actually so true. I pay her when she gets the skills up to par. Nice. I hate trying to deal with an editor. They can't understand the creative touch is so important. I will spend hours on my own edits to make it how I want. Always ends up better. And it's true. It's true. And you know, one of the core values of working in audio engineering, video engineering, is that you understand animation at its base principles. Like you've studied Mickey Mouse reels from like the 1950s. You've studied the way a ball bounces. You understand the properties of what animation looks like. And it's like instantly how you know if you're dealing with a good editor or not, because those very early on set principles of animation, like Mickey Mouse and On a Steamboat, things like that, those very first moments of animation have built the foundation for everything moving forward, right? So like with audio, with transitions, with everything has to have like this animation, this deep understanding of animation. Animation is not something you stop learning. Animation is like a forever evolving field, but it starts there, right? At the very junior level. And for the most part, video editors, they don't get that because they take like a 1-year program or a 2-year program. I went to school to be a production manager. I went to school, part of my education was to be a production manager, to run like a media company. So I took really deep onset classes on a lot of this stuff. You're so anal about it. I would make my own fonts. It's exhausting. Yeah, I've made my own fonts. I've done font design before using Adobe, like Adobe font designers. I've done that before. Taking like Illustrator files and making them into fonts. I've done that. It's a pain in the ass. I don't go that far into it. I have my fonts that work for my brand. I feel like an editor looks at it like a job, clip it and ship it. Yeah, and every experience I've had with an editor has been horrible. They're either inconsistent, they use nothing but pre-comps, which is like, if I wanted pre-comps, I'd do them on my own. I could do my own videos in 10 seconds with pre-comps. I would just be like, oh, you need to add a transition, click these 2 buttons, pre-comp done. Like I could just do it myself if I wanted to hire an editor. So then they talk a big game like, oh, I'm so good, I've done this, people really love my work, I've worked for this place, I've worked for that place, and then they give you a video and you're like, dude, are these pre-comps? You look at it, you're like, oh, that transition was kind of weird. Timing seems off, dude. Why is that audio cue like that? How come your levels aren't balanced? Did you take this into Audition? Did you go and like clip out the top end of the range and actually scan it and repair the file, and then normalize the audio for balancing? And then, like, did you even do any of that stuff? And you get it just goes so far. There's so many little things that you have to worry about. It's become such a pain in the ass. The pre-comp guys are relying on you not knowing what a pre-comp is. It's so true. So for the normal untrained eye, this is like perfect. Like, oh, dude, look at that sick fade. It's so nice, dude. That must have taken you so long to do. 2 buttons, dude. 2 buttons from freeware. Even at that, it's not even paidware they'll use. They'll use freeware. And they'll be like, yeah, of course I can work for $15 an hour. And then they'll charge you for like 8 hours. Meanwhile, 6 hours is download time. Like, dude, fuck off, man. I had nothing but bad experience with editors. Nothing. It's a nightmare working with them. Unless they're good. And if they're good, they know they're good and they're worth a lot of money. So, you know, there's kind of like that weird balance there where it's almost impossible for me to hire an editor because my YouTube's not that big. My YouTube's like, I make like $1,000 a month on YouTube. That's like 5 days of work for an editor, right? Like a real editor is going to charge you like a couple $1,000s every few days. So there's like a really, really hard divide there for, unless you're making a ton of money and it's justified, it's a really hard divide. And then it gets to a point where you might as well hire someone, pay them $200K a year to follow you around with a camera and absolutely do everything head to toe. Here's the deal. I'm going to pay you $150K a year, $200K a year, enough that they would never make anywhere else. You're following me 24/7 with a camera and you're making me look like a god. And that's the deal. That's the only balance, because otherwise it just becomes this push and pull thing where you're overspending for what the value is, or you're underspending and get a shit product. You might as well just go and get like the best person you can in the industry and be like, here's $200K a year. Just follow me and just get everything you can. It's your job to make me look like a genius. That's it. That's all you can do. Like there's no, it's such a tough balance, everything in between. And then so what if you get someone who's really good and you're paying them a decent rate and they need to move on because they get a different career opportunity? Then you're left in the muck. Then you have somebody who's, you know, giving you a great product, but now you have to replace them. And the identity of that product shifts. So now all of a sudden your visual cues are slightly different. Everything just seems a bit altered. It's like, oh, I like the style of the old videos a bit better. Like, yeah, me too. That was an old editor. He's a little bit better at this and that, right? You might as well say, I'll give you $200K a year. You're on a 3-year contract. You get paid. You get back paid so that I know you don't leave, and then just overpay them and have them. Like, I don't see a good balance between, but that's probably how all the big YouTubers do it. I achieved a big goal for me and waited almost 2 years. Have you been through this gap of feeling what's next? I don't know what that means. If you would trade for any, I would make you look like a god. My minimum requirement would be 10 million plus commissions to trade for a fund. I wouldn't touch a fund for anything lower than that. 9 million in commissions, Scott. No, fuck off. No, 10. 10 USD million plus commissions for 1 year. 1 year contract, 10 mil. That's my cost. Quantity over quality. Yeah, that's definitely not the right approach. Not for my channel anyway. Some channels for sure that works, but that's not mine. Once all the basic techniques are done, setting up levels, graphics, each cut is considered a beat. Yep, absolutely. Pacing, right? Like you have to be good with pacing because there's visual pacing as well. There's audible pacing, there's visual pacing. 4/4 rhythm is very mundane. Yeah, you could use like 3/4. We learned about just rhythm and visuals. Yeah, absolutely. Best I can do is $10 per year. Why have 10K viewers for which 9.9K are call-out seekers if you can have much less viewers that are quality viewers? Yeah, I mean, push and pull, right? You really want to know more about BTC? Can you read it now? What you see on the chart? There's nothing to read, dude. Entry was down at 29,244. Whatever 29,244 was. 29,244. Entry was here and you'd still be in the trade. There's nothing to read on this chart, dude. Wherever 244 is. That's close enough. Entry was here. You'd still be in the trade. There's nothing to read on it, dude. You could take profits or there's nothing to read. Bitcoin needs time to stabilize. Paul is non-editor, guys. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I know, man. It's just like an editing thing. Like, because people always say hire an editor. Well, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to hire an editor because it's either like you sacrifice quality if you hire someone who's willing to do it, right? It's not that easy. I'm surprised I stayed on. It's almost 2 hours and I'm feeling okay. Well, like I'm not feeling okay, but like the coffee's making it through. People don't give an F about quality anymore. I do. I care about my quality. People are getting spammed with picture short clips everywhere. The majority don't even spot a difference between a $50 clip or a 1K clip. Yeah, I'm not talking about a 1K clip, but I definitely do. I'm capable of doing it on my own because I went to school for it. So for me, it lets me keep my artistic touch on it. I get what you're saying. I completely get it that things are definitely shifting. For sure, I agree. But I care because I know how to do it. So it makes it tough for me, you know? Highest live views on Twitch, like 300. Not that much, dude. I like the idea of releasing less content that's higher quality than spamming out stuff every day. I have IG to spam every day. And even that I take, you know, my own artistic touch about it. When I start making Butterfly Effect 2, I'll take another look at this. For now, I just do the work myself. I'm sure in the future, once my channel grows, I'll have to have a different approach on it. But when it comes to my education, the thing is I'm not making clips that phase in and out for 1 week, trend for whatever. 2 weeks and then are gone. My videos are timeless, so it's important to me that my videos, like my educational videos, butterfly effect, stuff like that, it's important that they're handled at least somewhat right. They weren't recorded with great precision. They were just more of like a free tone thing. And then I go and I do audio engineering on them to make them sound better. It's not like I, you know, pre-scripted everything to the point where it's so perfect. Not like beginner's course remastered and advanced course remastered. That's what you see there. Pre-scripted to perfection. Audio engineered, video engineering, and they look and sound super clean and they look good. But with my videos, they're timeless. Like people will be using them for 10, 20 years. So it's important to have, at least on my educational content, at least good set of audio is crucial because everybody's learning through my words, right? You know, walkthroughs on B? Yeah, you're welcome, dude. So those videos are timeless. People will be watching them for the next 10, 20 years. There's people in here who have watched them like 5, 6, 7 times each video. If they didn't sound good, it would piss people off. It's okay, Coin. I'm getting off soon too anyways. See you, man. So that's the thing. But you know what? With my other content, you know, I'll take a relook in the future. But for now, hiring a video engineer, just it's such a turnoff. The experiences I've had, it's such a turnoff. One guy came to me and he's like, "I respect you so much. I'd do anything. You're awesome. I just want to learn." I'm like, "Okay, man. I'll give you some free content and I'll give you a wage and you know, see what you got." And the fucking guy disappeared after working with me for 2 weeks. He disappeared for 2 weeks. Like what? What a fucking nightmare, dude. Sending me messages on Patreon talking about how amazing I am, how I'm changing his life, how much he respects me, all this stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. And so this guy's, you know, wanting to learn. So I unlock a bunch of free content for him, the stuff that I don't do for most people. because he was working with me video editing and I gave him a wage, offered to overpay him for what he wanted because I wanted to support him because he's a young guy, wanted to support him, offered him 25% over what he requested, gave him free content. Fucking guy works for 2 weeks, goes on vacation for 2 weeks. Like, dude, what the fuck is this? Get your work done, man. Like, you go on vacation, you can still do video editing on vacation. And then comes back, gives me the worst fucking reel he ever gave me. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, you're out of here, man. I can't work with you. You're shit. It's like, dude. And his thing was like, oh, I've had this hiking trip planned for months. Like, I don't care about your hiking trip, man. My business world doesn't stop because you have a hiking trip, man. Like, you've been here for 2 weeks. You gave me 2 videos, and all of a sudden you're going on a hiking trip. Like, dude, do your work if you're on your hiking trip. You can use a computer after you go for your walks. Dude, what the fuck is a hiking trip? Go for a walk up a mountain, dude? Everyone works, man. I work. I don't take time off. You think I have the luxury of time off? I fucking work 7 days a week, man. I've done it for 4 years. It's like, oh, but I had a hiking trip. Typical 20-year-old, right? He's like, oh, but I had a hiking trip. It was pre-planned for months. Like, I don't care if it's pre-planned for months. Work harder the week before to give me 2 videos to release, or do it while you're out there working. And so fine. He fucked that up. And I was like, yeah, you know what, man? I'm really disappointed. Let's see how this next 2 weeks goes. And then he gave me like the shittiest garbage reel I've ever seen. It was actually unusable. So not only did he miss 1 week, but he gave me such a bad reel for the second week that it was actually unusable. It was laughable how terrible it was. At that point, I was like, yeah, you're out of here, man. I can't, like, I'm not working with you. This is dog shit. That hiking trip, though, it's like, dude, problem with young people, right? They don't work hard. Well, not all young people are like that, but some. Instantly, I told my wife, I'm like, I should have seen it. Like, he's 21, talking about going on trips, hiking, not able to complete his work on time. Like, dude, my world doesn't run off inconsistencies. Like, if only I could be 21 again and just fucking say, oh yeah, I'll just do it when I do it. Who cares? And tell him to take a hike after that. It's just crap, man. It's like, even if you're going on a hiking trip, figure it out. Do double the week before, like most adults. Be an adult. If you know you have to take time off, make arrangements. Do double the week before and get 2 releases and be like, yo, I'm going away for a week, but I've already done 2 releases for you, so it's no worries. There's no interruption in my workflow. I've worked extra hard to give you 2 releases so that even though I'm off for a week, my work is unimpacted. Or if you can't do that, then just fucking, well, like, what the fuck is a hiking trip, dude? Just go and do editing after your walks, dude. What is that? Just do it after your walks, dude. Like, man. So I have had nothing but bad experience with video editors. Absolute, like, low quality fucking experiences. Really low angle shit, man. Like, it's just not worth it. How old are you? You're gonna be 40 soon. Must have been disappointed. So after that, you stopped giving people more than what. Yeah, like, it's just like, you know, I tried to support someone who's a young guy. I tried to do the right thing as like a good, you know, mentor and somebody who's in a position to help somebody else. I tried to do the right thing and to give him more than what he asked. Overpaid him, gave him more than what I told him I was going to pay him. We came to an agreement on price, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually going to pay you more because I want to support your vision. You're young, and I want to show you that I'm serious, that I want you to evolve, and I want you to push yourself. I want to pay you more. That means I expect perfection. And that's what I got. It was like, dude. So it was just like video editing, working with video editors has such a dirty taste in my mouth. Probably paid for that hiking trip. No, because I ended up not paying him in the end. Pay him a fraction of what, because he didn't complete his contract, right? So I was supposed to see, let's see how it goes for a month. After 2 weeks, it was unusable. And I was like, no, I'll give you a small gratuity for a thank you for your time. But yeah, you're not getting your full pay, which is fair. Your client doesn't like the product, they're not going to pay for it. And they're not going to pay for an unfinished product either. It'd be like if somebody comes to install a roof on your house and the roofer says like, oh, I want to be paid. Sure, install the roof first and you'll get paid. They do 10% of the work or 20% or 30% of the work and they're like, oh, I want to get paid now. No, finish the job. No, I'm done here, but I still want to get paid. Well, the way I see it is I did 30% of the work, so I'm entitled to 30% of the pay. No, that's not the way it works, dude. You're not getting paid if you don't finish the job. You're paid to do a job, you didn't do your job. You're not getting paid. I was very kind in giving a gratuity to this guy. To be fair, hiking can be brutal. Don't care. My world doesn't revolve around people's wants to go hiking, dude. I don't care how brutal hiking is. Main reason I looked into trading, not to deal with people anymore. Yep, exactly. So I just don't bother with video editors anymore. It's a complete waste of time until it's like worth it. Until I'm bigger. Tell us about vitamin C. Yeah, so the video editor thing, I don't know, man. Staying away from it. Well, he did tell me about the trip, but that's not the point. You still have to get your work done. Especially if you're a freelancer with a brand new contract, you still have to get your work done. The expectation in the professional world is to do your job at all costs. If you can't do it, you're going to get replaced. It's as simple as that. You'll be replaced with someone who will do it. Especially in the content creation world, dude. You know how fragile that world is? You know how fragile the content creation world is? People expect you to be consistent. You have to be. And as a video editor in the content creation world, you can't miss deadlines. Actually, another big red flag was when videos were supposed to come out. If I had to upload them somewhere, he would give them to me like 2 hours before the premiere. Sometimes they didn't even have time to render HD quality. So if I had any feedback to give him, like, oh, the audio is fucked up here, oh, the balance is off here, he literally, it was like dealing with a fucking high schooler. You know, like when you're in high school, okay, you know when you're in high school and you're like, you don't study for a quiz and you're completely gonna bomb it, but like 5 minutes before the bell rings and you go to class, it's like, holy shit, I gotta cram the books. Just remember these key information pieces. You go through your book really fast and like, shit, I gotta do the test. You fucking zero. Somehow get the bare minimum mark and you're like, yeah, fucking easy. It was like that. It was like, guy was submitting videos 2 hours before they were supposed to premiere. So 10 minutes before I was supposed to make the tweets and all that stuff that I do with my shit, it was like I was getting a video to upload. Like I didn't even have time to watch it to see if there's any errors. Like, dude, what a nightmare. That was a complete yikes. Dude, it was beyond a yikes, man. It was like hyper yikes. Such a low angle, dude. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. He probably is. Well, I wouldn't say who he is, so it's fine. I don't think it's very nice to call somebody out personally. Like, for all people know, he's just like random viewer X, so that's fine. Like, imagine being a freelancer, getting a brand new contract, going on vacation after you get a brand new contract, missing deadlines, not making arrangements, coming back, and then releasing garbage information and submitting it like 10 minutes before its release. Like, imagine that, dude. Imagine being like an architect. You get hired to make a set of blueprints, dude. You do 2 weeks of work. You're like half done. You go away for 2 weeks, and 10 minutes before the meeting, you're like, here, let me just fill in these last few pieces and submit it. And like nobody gets to see it. And you just submit this like half complete drawing 10 minutes before the meeting. You're like, ah, fuck it. I can just do it 10 minutes before the meeting. It's like, what? Okay, man. You can't do that if you're a freelancer, dude. Go work at McDonald's if you want to show up late, because that's the type of career you're setting up to, dude. Like, go work at McDonald's, Burger King, Subway. If you want to like show up 5 minutes before your shift, you want to wear like dirty clothes to Subway, and you don't have the time to wash your own laundry, and you want to put on dirty clothes and make sandwiches like 5 minutes before your shift, you figure things out. Like, yeah, dude, there's fucking careers for that, dude. Go work at like Subway. Go fucking deliver newspapers. Go shovel snow, dude. Don't expect to work with content creators, because that's like shit. There was more. It gets much worse. Then it got into a whole other thing with, yeah, it doesn't matter. Then it got into him, not sure, but looks like he was trying to scam me on some kind of shit. Then it looked like there was some kind of like darker shit that he was trying to pull, which I caught him in quickly, and I was like, dude, you don't want to go down that road, man. Fucking 20-year-olds. That's all I'm gonna say. I know people. They can see things on your computer. We want the juice. Nah, I'm gonna end the story there. That last statement was already probably too much over the top, so I'll just end it there. Damn, I'm offended. I'm 20. Not all 20-year-olds are like that, dude. It's just like, you know, everybody has that. Everybody has that choice they make, right? Whether to be serious and pursue professionalism or not. People are talking about stops and trading in chat. Like, I've completely ignored it. You guys are having like 5 different conversations. Like, I'm not even here. You guys are just using my Twitch chat to have your own convos. That's fine. People can be older and act worse. Yeah, for sure, man. Cotton spilling the tea. Bunch of savages. Agreed, man. Hired a hitman to take care of him. That's funny, dude. No, it's just like professionalism, right? It's just professionalism. People have to hold themselves to a higher standard. So like like I said, I have a really bad taste in the video editing world. It's been nothing but problems for me, and I you know what, I'm okay to do it on my own. At the end of it, everybody has to grow in their life. So like at the end of it, you know, everybody I work with, I just hope that they grow and that I can rub off on them and help them become better, because at the end of it, I just want people to be better human beings. So as shitty as my experience is, it's not like I don't like the guy. He's a nice guy. I want him to do well. It's just that relationship didn't work out, right? So there's also, you have to be mature about these things. And, you know, as someone who's a mentor, I mentor a lot of people, and you know, not everybody's always ready to take those steps. It doesn't mean they won't in life. It doesn't mean they won't evolve. But sometimes the harsh truth is a good teacher, right? He's on to us now. I swear we're listening. You guys are good for the off topic, man. I don't care. So I don't know. It's like, I hope he does really well and he's got a really, really strong career and he gets what he wants out of life. That's it, man. Just hope he does well. But it definitely left a sour taste in my mouth. In life part 2. I try to pass values on as much as I can. So like I said, when I worked with him, I just hope he really took away and he'll make a better decision next point and see the severity of, you know, when somebody gives you a contract or tries to support you. Because I tried to support him in any way possible. When somebody gives you an opportunity like that, you've got to take it seriously. And you can't. Sometimes I think in life, as a person who's grinding, you have to go above and beyond what you'd even think you can do. Like, I think that's a really big, important part of anybody in the working world. It's, you can do your job and that's fine, but there's always that extra push and that more that you can do. Like, you can just complete your job, you're hired to do X and you can do it great, but there's always something more that you could do to surprise somebody, to shock them, to be like, wow, this person is amazing, they deserve so much. And then, you know, you hope the people you're working with recognize that special part of you, right? So I mean, there's always that too. I saw it, Luxor. I don't think I'll be hiring a translator. I just do English. There's subtitles for that. If I was bigger, I would hire a translator, but yeah, probably not, man. But then I'd have to hire a translator for it all. When working with people, I've learned the most important thing is meeting deadlines. Being on time shows you care and value people's time. I agree. Meeting deadlines is super important. Again, the problem with the content creation world is reliability, and having that consistency is absolutely everything. When you're dealing with content creators, like a tip for anybody out there who's dealing with a content creator, the number one thing you're going to see everywhere you look is everybody just says, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. You want to get advice from like Mr. Beast, he'll tell you, be consistent. You want to get advice from like XQC, be consistent. You want to get advice from insert person X who has 1 million plus subscribers, 20K plus viewers on Twitch. What's the most important thing, Mr. X? Be consistent. So in this world of Twitter, IG, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, insert whatever, consistency is the most important thing. Right? So like it's you can't be in that field and be inconsistent. It's like the one red flag. So if there's anybody who's getting into this world in any way, whether you want to be a content creator, whether you want to be working with content creators, like consistency is it. It's the one thing that you cannot screw up on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw it, Liquid. I'm just not talking about that stuff right now. You want to be a trader? Be consistent. That too. You work in accounting, so deadlines are a huge importance. Oh yeah, like, oh god, dude, of course. New here, sub to Patreon last night. Thanks, man. Good to see you in here. Quite impressive. Thanks, man. So yeah, just like good advice for anybody who wants to be in this world in any way, shape, or form. It's consistency, man. Outlander, I don't know if I watched that. I don't think I have. Can we meet again tomorrow? Yeah, I'm getting off in like 2 minutes. What happened to Valorant? I played it for a few days. Kind of done with it. I don't know. I don't want to go on a Valorant grind. Played for a few days, had some fun, started the aim train again. I was just like, I really don't want to be playing Valorant every day. I'd rather do different content. If I'm going to do anything, it's going to be like MMOs or RP maybe. Probably RP. I mean, we're just talking about generalized life stuff right now, right? Halo is very draining. So when I played a few games off stream, I booted up comp, won 2 matches for the 2 matches of comp I played in my placements, and everybody was so toxic and draining. It was just like, dude, I'm good, man. I remember playing Valo when everybody was super toxic. Yeah, some games people are chill, but it's just like, I have no want to do that. Banhammer doesn't work on Valo. I mean, I think it's good advice. I think there's people in this channel who want to be Twitch streamers. I think there's people here who want to be YouTubers. There's people here who want to work in the stock markets in some kind of visual way like what I do. And it's just like really good advice for anybody trying to get into this field. Like, give your life to it. And if something great comes out of it, be thankful and appreciate people and all the opportunities you get. Because you know what? It's a tough grind. It's definitely 50 times harder than day trading, because day trading is easy. You mark levels, you learn a science, and you just make money and walk away. If you're going to do this stuff or work with people doing this stuff, it's a serious grind, and it needs to be taken seriously. You give your life to it. You don't just kind of show up when you show up and do what you do. Like, people think that, I think that misconception is now getting a little bit cleared up, but people used to think, oh, like Summit 1G, dude just turns on a stream and that's it. You guys have no idea how life-changing this stuff is, how much it affects your every single day. Like, you have to live around your audience and stream, and that's fine. If you like that, it's fine. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing what I do. I wouldn't be doing anything else. Well, maybe trading, but, you know, people think it's like, oh, you know, somebody like XQC's got such an easy life. Dude has nothing but an easy life. He makes insane money for what he does, but his life challenges are equal to the amount of money he makes. It's the same thing. Like, people don't realize, these streamers like Quinn69, everybody, the extent they go to, even just to set up lighting in a room, even to set up a mic, it's just like it's a never-ending grind being a content creator, and that's just to be alive. you're not even talking about producing videos for YouTube. You're not even talking about that. Like it's a never ending thing where you're working 16 hours a day. And that's like a huge misconception. People think, oh, streamers have it so easy. Yes, streamers make a lot of money, but they work 10 times harder than anybody else. You know, would I advise anybody to get into this world over trading? No, absolutely not. I think it's a great world if you really like being creative. And if you have something very special to share, then sure. But like trading is so much easier. Trading is so much easier than being a streamer. I think people need to it's such hard work. It never ends. The second you finish your stream, you take 5 minutes of a break and you go and do more work. You're like, okay, now I've got to do this. Now I've got to do that. Now I've got to do this. Now I've got to do that. And I guess I have to sleep today, right? Okay, let's go to sleep. I wake up. Oh shit, I've got an hour before I have to stream. I got a list of things I got to do before I stream. Like it's never ending. It's you're constantly working. Stop playing Dota because of toxicity. Went to Rocket League. It was the same. Streaming, what people see with the actual streams is probably the least amount of work and the little bit of serenity that people get because they can be free and do what they want to do. Everything else is like people are like, oh, you stream for a living. No. You stream for fun. The work is all the stuff after and before. Today's comp scene in every game. It's toxic. Oh, dude, it's been like that for a long time. That's not just now, dude. That's universally been like that for like 15 years. But it's getting better. Companies are taking a stand against it. Tried streaming consistency is key. You've got to be willing to give like 4 or 5 years of streaming time and not make it and be able to support yourself in some other way if you want to be a streamer, right? Every game I've played, comp is toxic. Yeah, kind of, it can be. Kind of hard to control your emotions with trading. That comes with time, dude. FIFA is the most toxic game. I've never played FIFA. I'll take your word for it, dude. I can't imagine FIFA being the most toxic game, but if you're saying it is, I'll take your word for it, man. That's crazy. Big respect though to streamers because yeah, that's a tough one, dude. It's not an easy path for sure. But like that was my problem. Like I said, that was my problem with that other guys. The consistency thing really grinded my gears. You like bikes? They're okay. They're fine. I don't have anything against bikes. I mean, yeah, they're good, I guess. I don't know. What a weird question. I think that's it for me today, guys. Great stream. A lot of off-topic stuff today, which I enjoy doing. I like doing the OT stuff off-topic. I'm seriously amazed by how active you are throughout the stream. I love it, dude. I actually love being active and entertaining and talking to people and just having an opinion. I like it, dude. It's like a flex on my mind. I absolutely love it. It's why I want to stream more because I feel like I have something unique that most streamers don't have, which is that ability to entertain at such a high level for so long. For me, it's completely natural. I don't know if it's because I was the way I was raised, like Irish household, and it was just like everywhere there was tarot cards and tchotchkes on the wall, and you know, grandma was doing this and mom was doing that, and it was like people in and out of the house all the time. I don't know if it's the way I was raised, like the Irish gypsy household, dude. Like that's how it was for me. I don't know, but I really like it. And that's kind of one of the reasons I want to stream more because I do like entertaining. Kind of always have. It's just maybe like a childhood thing. I don't know. You'd be a great mentor. Thanks, man. Well, I think I already am for the day trading stuff. Really like how chill these streams are. Me too, man. I like just talking about random stuff. Got you hooked on the streams. Good, man. I'm still here. Remax Hypercar is crazy. I've never seen any streamer be this active without being bored and attending all the chat questions. I won't always be able to attend all the chat questions. That's because I'm still small. And I might always be small, and that's just might be the regular flow of things. So I won't always be able to be as interactive, but definitely entertainment is like, I like it, right? ASMR trading. We're wrapping up. I think so. Like I said, I was going, and I'm still here. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I should go. I got stuff to do. Okay, that's it for me. See y'all tomorrow on stream. Again, I'm going to be testing some new stream times. I am going to try to get a new giveaway up tomorrow. So for anybody who's still here, there is going to be possibly a new giveaway tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it up in the next few days. Got a lot of content I'm putting out on IG, so if you haven't followed IG, go follow IG. And I'm going to be testing some new stream times, doing some other content outside of trading, but while doing trading at the same time. So I think it's going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be really cool to take trades while I'm streaming, having more time in front of my screen. The only downfall is if I change my streaming time, I'm going to miss the market. So this is something I've considered. It's like, okay, if I start at 1 in the afternoon in my time zone, actually the markets are already closed at that time. So is it okay to just chart the markets after they've closed for the day and just kind of keep up on them off of the opening bell time, right? Like outside of the active hours? Kind of makes me wonder, like, is this okay or is this not okay? Like, I don't know, man. I guess it's okay because, like, technically you don't really need to be there. You're just setting your trades anyways, and you're just taking them as they come. So that there's no real reason why you'd need to be there, but it just feels weird. I guess it just doesn't feel organic to be like, oh, we're trading stocks during the closing hours. It doesn't really feel organic, but then again, I don't really know if it makes a difference. I've been thinking about this. I think it's more of like a mind bend to myself, like, oh, I want to trade stocks and I can't do it at this time. So why are you doing them? You know what I mean? So I think this is just more of a mind bend. Give it a try, see how it goes. I think so. Make sure you announce it new times. I will. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow. Anyways, see you later, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Cheers.